Hello everyone, welcome. A little bit of an unusual presentation for me today. Of course, you know I usually play Magic the Gathering Arena on this stream, but I'm going to play one of my other addictions today. That's Slay the Spire. This is a little indie game that's been around for several years now and has grown in popularity. It's a deck building roguelike. So basically, I would say if you like Magic the Gathering, if you like Ascension, if you like Dominion, you like deck building games, tabletop strategy in general, you're gonna find yourself at home here. But like a lot of games that are Magic derivative or have Magic-ness to them, there's a lot of things to unlearn and relearn that are going on in this game as opposed to something like Magic. The idea of this game is that we're going to start with a default deck of 10 cards, and then we're going to make our way through a 50-level dungeon, and we're going to acquire new cards and new stuff and new abilities as we go, and try to get to the top of the spire and battle the big heart at the top of the spire. So if you've never played before, I'll talk you through exactly what we're doing and how to go about it. We're going to continue a game I started, but it's right at the beginning. It's really right at the beginning. So basically, in this game, whenever you start with a special... Here, let me get out of your way now. Let's try it down over here. That's a little... I got to move stuff around as we figure out what makes sense. I'm going to try chat down here, or at least here, like here, so that I can... in this game, it's important to know what your artifacts are. Your... What do they call these even? I forget. Relics. So this game has a system where you get... Let me give you an overview first. So you get 3 mana per turn, every turn. And at the end of every turn, you discard all of your cards and you draw a fresh 5 or 6, whatever. You draw a fresh hand, right? So you get to basically because you discard your entire hand and draw a fresh hand every turn. The main and first big difference between Magic and Slay the Spire is that you're constrained on mana, not on cards. Drawing cards is not as powerful. It's powerful, but it's not as powerful, especially at the beginning of this game, than it is in Magic, because you get cards every turn. Cards are drawn steadily in this game, so really mana, the ability to spend the cards cast the cards that you have, is your big constraint resource. So and at the beginning of every game, you start with a relic. And each of the characters, and there's 4 different characters, you can choose one. This is the new one, the Watcher. We're going to play with the new character called the Watcher. And each character has a default starting relic. In this case, though, the other relics in the game tend to be better than the starting relics. And if you make it to the end of the first level, there's 3 levels in the game and then the final boss. If you make it through the first level, when you come back into play again, you get to change your relic out. And so I did. And so I got a random new relic instead of my usual relic. And the random new relic I got is Sozu. Gain 1 mana at the start of your turn. You can no longer obtain potions. So the drawback, we get to, instead of starting with 3 mana a turn, we get 4. That's huge. I was telling you that's the limiting factor, right? So getting a +1 to your mana at the beginning of the turn is incredible. However, the cost is that we're not going to be using these potion slots all game long. So those of you who want to see what potions are up to, sorry, we have a downside that says we don't even get to. But basically, the game has a lot of potion slots that do a lot of fun stuff. So anyway, we're going to head out now. And you open on this map, you see, and this is the end of the top of the first floor, first level. And it depends on, so what are my goals here? I have not... What we want to do is collect the 3 pieces of this little symbol here. And like, for example, this monster has this flamey stuff coming off him. That is to say that if we defeat this monster, we get one of these 3 symbols. There's 3 ways to get... Anyway, so like, what is our motivation? I mean, you can go for a score, you can go for whatever. But basically, the things I look for at the beginning are, where are the stores? So these are, because we build up gold, our money pouch, and we can spend gold at stores, but you kind of want to do that a little later. I like finding stores up top after you've earned some gold. No stores up top, so maybe we don't buy anything early, but I always like to go for the flaming monster and get our widget there. So I'm just going to go here. Yes, that's a good thing to call out. Someone was asking me where I'm at in my progress in the game. This is the 4th character. If you just start out in the game, you're not even going to see this, because in order to even unlock this stage of the game, you need to beat the game with the first 3 characters. And once you beat the game on normal mode with the first 3 characters, then you get the chance to go and try to beat the game in this mode, which is where I'm at. My personal goal with Slay the Spire right now is to go to the top of the level and actually beat the heart. It's really hard. I've never done it before. But it is possible. But that's my current goal. But to even do that, we need to find these 3 pieces and win the game. So that's okay. So first thing to remember, yes, again, we have 4 mana per turn. We have more mana. We have more cards than mana, so it's always usually cards. The other thing is your life total is persistent. When we finish this battle, we are not gonna. If we lose 2 life, we're not gonna heal back up to 72 for the next battle. We're gonna be at 70. And you only have 1 life total for the whole event, for the whole game. So we really want to, so unlike Magic, where you're willing to take a little damage to be able to counter punch and win the match, win the game or whatever, you are more than anything protecting your life total in this game. So I will not play a strike. I'll avoid doing any damage in the turn if doing so allows me to go undamaged myself. So with our opponent's creatures going to send in 12, I really just want to gain 8 block and 5 block. Now we're at 13, okay? So now we're not going to take any damage from these 2. And now I'll go ahead and use a strike. And we'll try and get rid of this one. Doesn't really matter. And it had this little ability. Nice thing on this game, you can hover over the icons and it'll tell you what you're looking at. It's funny. I'm going to remove Cardboard Live, though. I don't think Cardboard Live not too useful on this on this game. So you can roll over and see the ability. So it has Curl Up. On receiving attack damage, rolls up and gains 5 block once per combat. So the first time you hit these, they roll up and tighten up. Game name. Thank you, Fiddles. Appreciate that. Also, so this game releases new character content every now and again that offers some twists to the game. Note this, what's going on here? Our character is in Calm. Stances are the new mechanic of the Watcher, this new character. So Calm, the idea of Calm and the other one is what, Fury or Rage or whatever. There's the attack one. In this one, you go back and forth. Wrath, thank you, Sir Elgar. So there's a Wrath stance. Calm doesn't do anything inherently, but when you leave Calm, you get some extra mana. So right now, Calm doesn't do anything. We're going to pass. We're going to end the turn. We're going to take our 2 hits here. Yeah, Divinity is special. We'll get to that later. Wrath is interesting. Wrath is, here we go. So if I were to play this Eruption here, it says, deal 9 damage and enter Wrath. So Wrath, while you're in Wrath, it doubles the damage for everybody, as it says. Wrath, in this stance, you deal and receive double attack damage. So if we do this, we just have to be ready to take out the opponent's creatures, and we can't, or, take out these enemies, and we can. So we're just going to, let's start with here. Just kill that thing. And so now it's going to deal 10. We don't want to take 10, but it's all right. We get to go boom and kill it. Pretty easy. So that's one of the things this character is trying to do. Enter Wrath with this character when you can end the combat. So we get some free gold, and now we get to add a card to our deck. So we want to look at our deck already. Here's our starting deck. Okay, we have 4 copies of Strike, 4 copies of Defend, and then the 2 things we just saw in that game, the new mechanics for this character, essentially, that you can enter Calm and enter Wrath with these 2. So that's the kind of boring starting 8. And now we get to pick one of these. Protect says for 2 mana, you get 12 block and Retain. Cards that have Retain, they don't discard when you discard. They stay in your hand, and they don't count against your draw next turn. So let's say you draw 5 cards at the start of your turn. If you retain Protect, you'll start your next turn with 6 cards, Protect plus your new 5 cards. So Retain is pretty good because you don't always need block. Sometimes all the creatures aren't attacking you, and so you can hang on to it. And then also you can see the rarity. The gray banner at the top means these are common. Pressure points is interesting. It's a new mechanic as well. 8 Mark. Mark is a new mechanic for this set. And all enemies lose HP equal to their mark. The nice thing about Mark is that it gets around defense. It gets around damage, toughness or block. Like, Mark gets around block, so that makes it a pretty powerful effect. But then I kind of like empty body. I like getting block, because again, block is more valuable than attack in these games. And since you exit your stance, it's a way to save yourself from too much damage because you were in Wrath, and it's a way to exit Calm and gain a couple of mana. So moving around in your stances is a pretty good approach for this character in my experience. One reason to take the 2 mana spell is there's some powerful relics that change the that randomize casting costs, and if you want to give yourself a chance to really succeed with that relic that might come up, you take the expensive stuff, because if you end up with a cost randomizer, you'd rather have the most powerful stuff. Like, if if Emrakul is going to get a random casting cost, you want Emrakul. So next battle. Cultist with 53. You can get this. The enemy intents give you a little clue. If you've played this game a ton, you know exactly what's going to happen, and this dude is going to strengthen up. Caw-caw! Incoming. But since they're not attacking here, we can kind of go nuts this turn, forsake all of our blocking if we want, and just go straight attack. However, I'm going to enter Calm. It's worth just entering Calm. So I'm going to enter Calm and hit him a couple times. And now the question is, so here's my mathy situation. Can we, if we enter Wrath, we don't have enough power potential to actually kill Oppo, but also if we can come up with 12 block, it doesn't matter anyway, because we can prevent it all. And with 6 mana, we can cast our hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to do it because we can defend ourselves against the 12 that Oppo will be presenting at us if we erupt. But since we're going to gain 2 mana, we'll do it. And now we have 15 block to their 12 attack, and we're fine. And we stay in Eruption. We stay in Wrath, so that next turn our attacks are twice as good. And should be enough to just kill. Boom. Boom. Because mana is the constraint, I do like myself the 0 costing cost cards in this format, but again, they are very non-boish with that 1 relic. So kind of if we go the low cost route, we're basically forsaking that relic, which I'm fine to do here. It means we're going to get offered it, but I really do like the cheap stuff. And we've got applying weak. I don't think this is strong enough to bother with. This I haven't quite figured out how to use yet. The blue banner indicates like uncommon. Gold is rare. But your next attack deals 5 additional damage. Why does this exist? For one thing, it's a skill instead of attack, and that matters. There are creatures that behave differently based on when you cast attack spells versus skill spells. So to be able to deal damage with a skill has some relevance, but I've never found, I haven't found a good deck for it yet. It's not really made sense to me. I'm going to take the Consecrate. Question mark, this is like your, who knows what's going to happen. I like this. This is a good one. Because Golden Idol is an early thing that if you get, sets you up for some later stories that you get value out of. So we're going to go ahead and trigger a trap. So we grab the idol, and now we have this new relic up here that says enemies drop 25% more gold. And we are going to decide what to do here. If we take an injury, it's just like a useless, it's a dead card. It's like putting a Queen of Spades in your Magic deck. You could draw it, but what are you going to do with it? if one of the things the store has is the ability to pay to remove a card, so one nice thing to do is go ahead and take a curse and then pay to remove the curse later. That being said, we shouldn't have any... we should be okay. I'm just going to take... yeah, you look at the map to see if there's a store coming up, and if there's a store right around the corner, you just go ahead and take the injury and get rid of it. But since we don't have a store right around the corner... Well, we could go up this way, couldn't we? Oh no, I lost that turn. Yeah, we're not going to see a store this whole round, so unless it's on a question space. So I'm going to... We can either take 18 damage that we can heal back or lose max 5. So we take 5 damage and reduce our upper level of life. I'm going to take the damage. Yeah, I'm with Crispy. I like to try and... well, we'll show you when we get there. Anyway, we'll go to this next. The only thing we can do. Ooh, this, I don't think I've done this before. This is a new one for me. A note for yourself. You spot a loose brick within a pillar that catches your eye. You find a folded note and a card inside. It reads, "The heart awaits." This is your handwriting. Take and give. Receive Iron Wave and a store card. And store a card? I don't even know what that means. Oh, for a different run. Interesting. Well... Do we even want the Iron Wave? Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I have? Is that what it means? I must have just clicked it and not realized what was even going on. Hey, Smock, you start with 4 strikes, 4 defends, and 2 special cards based on your character. We're using the Watcher. And then you deck build like Ascension or Dominion from there in many ways. To me, this seems like a way to just get rid of a card we don't want. Can I just do that? All right. If we go here, we guarantee fight creatures, and that can lose us health, but it guarantees us to get some extra cards if we want to add cards. Question is a little wild cardy. Oh, let's just see what happens here. Now, sometimes you just face foes anyway. So these two are not looking to attack us for damage. And that makes me want to... Well, we'll do this pretty easily. Oh, we could go Eruption. Let's see. If we go Eruption, maybe we can just win close enough here. I'm going to go... Eruption. Now Consecrate deals 10 to each. So this one's already dead. And... we do that. And heck, we can just leave the stance. It doesn't matter, though. This is going to be an easy battle. Yeah, you can choose not to take a card, and sometimes it's correct, because just like Magic, you don't want to put chaff in your deck just because it's possible to. Just because you have it doesn't mean you should put it in the deck, and so there's often times where I do not take a card because it would just increase our deck size and dilute the power of it. You don't want to dilute the power of your deck by adding stuff that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I keep taking these potions, or this is maybe the first potion we've gotten, but we have this, so the potions don't matter. I like 0 cost, but this, if you get enough of them, ends up being a little too underwhelming for me. Here's another stance emptier, a stance lever. So between 2 stance makers and 1 stance lever that's block, I think I'll take the other stance lever that's attack, and then we'll focus on stuff that cares about you entering and leaving stances. All right, here's our first rest area. When you come to the rest area, and you have beaten the game with 3 characters so far, the recall you only get if you've beaten the game with 3 characters. So if you're just starting this game out, you're not going to get the recall. You don't want to do this early anyway. This is the thing to do at the end of the game to make sure you get your all 3. But basically, every time that you enter a rest area, you'll get this recall opportunity until you choose it. And we're going to smith, though. We're at 5272, and we're awfully confident in our mighty powers. So I am going to upgrade with a smith instead of resting to get some 21 health back. Yeah, it reshuffles at the end. So anyway, we are looking to upgrade, and I like to upgrade as a first order of action eruption because it reduces. There's a lot of different upgrades you can see. So you can see that in this case, eruption is exactly the same except it costs 1 less, right? Let's look at a different one. You look at like Consecrate. Its upgrade is that it adds 3 points of damage. Okay. Vigilance keeps it at 2, but makes it 12 block, right? So it's most of the stuff when it's upgraded form gives you better numbers. But the stuff I like to prioritize early for my upgrades are the stuff that shave mana off a cost of an important spell. So turning a 2 mana shock or whatever into a 1 mana shock, much better, right? Turning so we're gonna take this upgrade and lower the cost of our deck. All right, our first big battle. This is an elite. These battles involve much tougher scenarios for you, but much greater rewards as well. All right, this guy's a real beast. And we got to be careful. But I'm going to go eruption since Gremlin Knob here is going to take a turn to get strong. And we are going to... Yeah, sorry, Pocket. I should... So defend... I can scroll through my hand every turn real quick just to give people a reminder. Let's erupt. Let's consecrate. And then we're going to deal 18 and leave the stance. We could play these. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to happen for or against playing these. It really is irrelevant whether I play those or not, because we're not going to get attacked this turn. So now we're going to get attacked for 14, and we have some defense, but every time we cast something that's a skill, the damage this dude's going to do gets even bigger. But I do like Iron Weave against him because we get to... It's an attack that actually adds some block. So yeah, I think minimizing damage taken is your first order of business. And to that end, even though it's going to increase... So they go from 14. Right now we're taking 9. We go like this. Now we're taking 3. I think 3 is okay to take, because if we go another defend, it's going to increase its power again. So I'm going to do that to get us into calm, but then I'm just going to play a strike. And so, yeah, these questions. I can take 2 or not. I'm going to go ahead and do it. We're going to gain 5 block. That gets us to 15. Plus 2 strength for the creature makes it 14. But if we can find our eruption in the next draw, which is a decent shot, and we got 5 and 8. 5 and 8 for the eruption, we really get to unload on him. Did not get the eruption, unfortunately. And we're looking at 33 damage. Ouch. Yeah, it always reshuffles. Easy beasy, easy to do that, but then we probably have to go... If we exit our stance, we can go back into it at least, so I guess let's do that. We're gonna take a big smack here. Hang on. So we're gonna get knocked around a bit, then we should be able to kill him next turn. But keep in mind, like, we just got unlucky. I needed Eruption to be in the top 5, and it wasn't. A little bit unlucky. Not, I mean, you know, 3 and 8. A little under 5, a little over 500 that we should have gotten that Eruption. And if we did, we would have ended this battle right here. So, got him dead a turn late in terms of our life total purposes, but now we'll have to make sure we get some life back next time we hit a rest stop and play careful from here. One nice thing about defeating an elite is you get a new relic. It's not as powerful as this is a boss relic. These other relics are not boss. They're not as powerful, but we'll take start each turn combat with a dexterity, and dexterity gives you a +1 to your block results. Potion doesn't matter, we can't use them. And here, kind of wishing we had gone for the mark strategy. There's all these pressure points that have come through. If we had picked up all the pressure points we'd had an opportunity to take so far, they'd be quite good together. But given that we didn't go down the pressure points path, I'm going to ignore it, and we'll take Talk to the Hand. Also note rarity. I mean, it is an uncommon, so let's take a look at it. Deals 5 damage, and then whenever you attack that enemy, gain 2 block. And that's for the rest of combat, and that's really nice. And so then basically for the rest of the combat against that creature, as you attack it, you get some inherent block. Mantra, great question. I could have, I'll look at that next time. But basically Mantra, when you get 10 total Mantra, you enter Divinity, and Divinity is like Super Wrath. You get 3 mana, and your damage does triple. All right, what are we doing? Kind of need this rest area now. So I'm not going to go up here where we don't get a rest area soon. I'm going to go up this way and head to this rest area. Maybe these question marks will be kind to us and we can get to a rest area without having to fight again. All right, so Sapphire Key. This is one of the keys we need to be able to do the end game thing I want to do. But again, we're going to get offered this Sapphire Key in every chest that they offer us until we finally take it. And it's an either or. We can take the Sapphire Key for our end game plan, or we can take Regal Pillow, which says whenever you rest, heal an additional 15. We're going to take that. Because we're about to go rest, we're going to heal additional 15 and get back almost to normal. Another chance to take the Sapphire Key, but we have a fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. I'm going to totally do that because I am all about cheap attacks and boom, 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 boom. So let's take Ornamental Fan to further increase our block potential. Yeah, there's one of these for sure each act. So if we don't have this red key or whatever by the end, we can do it 3rd act. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to let chat decide what to do here. You come across a dead adventurer on the floor. His pants have been stolen. Also, he looks to have been eviscerated and chopped by giant claws. Though his possessions are still intact, you're in no mind to find out what happened here. 25% chance to face a monster, but we find loot. What do you think? Always be looting. Do it again? Again! Oh, we found a relic! Smiling Mask. The merchant's card removal service now always costs 50 gold. That's great. We haven't been to the merchant yet, but like I said, the merchant allows you to remove a card from your deck, which is great if you get cursed. But it increases. It starts at 75, then 100, then 125, then, you know, and so on. And this allows it to stay 50 every time, which is great. I'm gonna leave. We do, but I'm going to be chicken and make sure I survive. We rest here. I'd feel silly if I lost on the first level because I got super greed right there. Just loot a couple times, find some stuff, and then move on. Yes, north only. No backtracking. Okay. This elite is kind of tough. But one thing to note is that these three are going to toggle back and forth between attacking and doing this negative effect. The negative effect is to put worthless cards in our deck that hopefully we draw and can't do anything because we're so flooded with useless cards because of this effect. What you want to do when facing three biggies like this is really focus on one to take out first. You don't want to do it even across the board. You really want to focus on one to get rid of. We could do Talk to the Hand here, but notice they each have this artifact on them. Artifact negates one debuff. So if we try to do this Talk to the Hand and say whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block, I don't think that'll work. I think it'll counter it because of the artifact. We're still going to try it, though. And I'm going to go for this back one. We're just going to start unloading on it. Oh, I should have... Yeah. And there you go. Just like I said, it lost its artifact, but it did not get that ability that we wanted. And we have 9 damage we're going to take. We're already at 6, though, so I only need this 1 defense, and we'll be fine. So let's go 9 damage back here. And... doesn't really matter which of these we play. Oh, we have plenty. So these dazed, they're unplayable and ethereal. A card that's ethereal exiles itself if it's not cast during the turn. So even though it's pretty oppressive to get all these dazed, they're one-shots. They hurt you once and then they go away. But now we're up against 2 attackers for 9, and I'm much more interested in getting our block going. So we're going to go with gain 9 block, enter calm, gain 6 block, get to 15 to hopefully max out how much we can prevent here, damage them all, and then keep our final attack on this one we're trying to get dead fastest. Right. We risk drawing these days and having nothing to do on our turn. Okay, so now we got a pretty good spot because we can erupt out of our calm, effectively putting us at... We're going to spend 1, go to 3, but get 2 more and go back to 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So... unfortunately, it doesn't kill it. But I guess we kill it... maybe we should do this... So here's where I need to rethink my plan of just hammer on this till it's dead. Strike doubled will be 12, which is enough to kill the 11. So we actually want to erupt onto one of the other 2. So we'll erupt here. Now we're doubling damage, facing 18 up here possibly, but then we, boom, kill that. And then we just go defend, 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 and should be good. Got a couple of dazed, so we're going to waste a mana this turn. But we have a defend, strike, strike. Nothing much to do except play the cards in front of you this time. So empty body says gain block, 8 block, exit your stance. It would give us 2 mana back, so if we play this, we'll have 5, and we could cast everything, but we have these dazes again that are going to keep that from mattering. Let's just keep hammering on what we can hammer on. But I'm not going to gain 8 block I don't need, because I have 12 for this 9. And this would exit our stance for no purpose, so we're not going to play it. Oh goodness, so many dazed. But hopefully we got enough to kill this thing now. And taking out the last one isn't going to be hard, but we might take a 9. We're going to take a 9 here. Hopefully we take no more damage past this 9. Six plus, yeah. This should be enough over the course of 2 turns here. Unless we get super unlucky next turn. Boom. Ooh, bottle lightning. This is going to be great. Let's start by adding a card to our deck, though. Ooh, I do like Fear No Evil. Damage that puts you into calm. This is a great way to end your wrath. You know, you get into wrath, you do a bunch of stuff, then you deal 16, and you enter calm so that your opponent can't deal 16 back. Sanctity, also very good. Drawing some extra cards, but I think I'm just going to go with Fear No Evil. No reason Tim knows, it just felt like it. And then we get this cool Bottled Lightning. Unfortunately, I don't think we have great... It's kind of not the best time for it. We don't have amazing skills. Yeah, actually, it's too bad. It's like, this is sad. This is truly one of my... I think one of the most powerful things you can pick up. One of the most powerful, like, relics or whatever that you can grab, because there are some really broken skills to have in your opener, and to put it in your opener every single time is just nuts. But we don't have anything for this. It's very sad. I wish I could save this and put something in the bottle later. As it is, like, do we want to put this in our opener? Like, I don't even know if we want to put either of these in our opener. I guess it's pretty good to start your combat in... to have the chance to start combat in block. Or in calm. So, I'm going to take it. It's almost maybe I shouldn't do it at all, but I'm going to try it. Because if you do the wrong thing, you can get cursed by having that thing in your opener every time. Here we go. So we get to enter calm with this, but we can enter calm with this anyway. What if we go... Calm, Empty Fist, and then kind of play everything? I guess whenever you can run out everything, that's not bad. All right, let's talk to the hand on the thing that's going to be toughest to kill, and then start attacking it. Although I guess we could just go bam bam and take out this. That's fine. Let's take out... Generally, whenever you can take out one of your enemies, you should, because it just means one less effect you're taking every time. And we have enough toughness to survive the 8. And for the rest of this combat, every time we attack this slaver, we're going to gain block. And we're going to put him to the test here. I haven't even done the math. Maybe I should. I don't want to take any damage. 6, we get 12 blocks. We take 12, but we go... They're at 40. We get 31. Then this is doubled. 12 and 10 for 22. That's not enough to actually... we could go eruption here, but then we just end up taking damage from the slaver. Whereas if we don't erupt, we take 0 damage. And again, 0 damage is more important to me than extra damage to the enemy. So we're just going to go defend, defend, be fully protected against the 12, and get him with what we can. So even though this is playable, I just don't want to give him Wrath. They're not looking to attack, so this won't enter comm, but we're already there anyway. We're just going to unload. That means we can't play attacks next turn, so just going to try and defend ourselves until we can attack again. And again, I don't want to play this and leave our stance when we have block covered, so be careful about playing stuff that actively is counterproductive to play just because you have the mana for it. Brilliance, it's our first rare. This gold banner across the top usually means rare, and usually mean that's what you're going to take. Although I like all of these. I love things that provide block, and really this Wrath block and the ability to get 12 block while in Wrath for free is quite powerful. And I actually, I don't know what experienced players think of this, but I just like the power of that much block for no mana. But 12 damage, you had me at 12 damage. Yeah, Halt is great in this deck, but Crispy, wouldn't you take Brilliance? Even though we're not even doing the mantra thing yet, we might add some, and 1 mana for 12 attack damage is already way above rate. It's like saying, like, to you know, we can look at mantra, but it's a classic case of careful, don't convince yourself not to take Brilliance because you don't have any mantra. 12 damage for 1 is pretty dang brilliant. Yes, Smock says, how do we get rid of these ones we don't like? We're going to be doing that soon. Well, not in this level yet, but basically, whenever you can go to a store, there's the merchant will let you buy out, sell stuff out of your deck or eliminate stuff from your deck. In fact, I have a thing here that says that service sticks at 50 gold throughout the game. Nah, no backtracking, only forward. These slimes are funny. It's at 67 life, and when it gets at 50%, at or below 50%, it stops what it's doing and splits. So 67 is 68 is like 34. So when this gets to 33 life, we will see it split. 33 or 34 life, it'll split. It's not attacking us at first, so I'm going to go ahead and interrupt. Or could we do it that way? We might want to go... Actually, let's start here. Do this. Empty Fist, and then Calm. And look, just like that, we made it split. I'm going to start attacking this one. Let's see. 8 plus 6 is 14. 8 plus 8 is 16. I'm going to do it. We leave our stance, but that gives us the mana to actually cast this and take 0 damage from these this turn, so I'm going to do that. It costs us the stance. It costs us staying in calm, but it saves us a point of damage or 2, and all that's pretty good. Fear No Evil is not going to enter us calm because they're not doing anything on the calm front, but let's see. What can we... How do we kill 12? Oh, like we're 1 away here. 8 plus 12 does it, though, so we'll go boom, boom, kill that thing, and then get a little something something on this one. Yeah, I just keep pounding on it with almost exactly the same cards. And blink. No potions for us. I like... Okay, we haven't seen this type of card before. Power cards. Power cards are like enchantments in Magic, in that they come down, they hit the battlefield, and then they stay there, and they're no longer in your hand. You don't draw them again. They're kind of like one-time plays, and I really love that, because adding powers to your deck is not really like adding thickness to your deck, because once you play it, it's no longer part of the curve through of your deck, and it has the magical words block on it. Block is so important in this game. And we're constantly trying to be in calm if we can do it. So, like, being able to get an extra 5 block at the end of our turn just because we're in calm is great. We're going to take like water. So, how confident are we? We have a pretty good deck, and I think we're likely to be able to take the final boss on 49 health. But I'd be pretty embarrassed if I lost on my first boss in my first Slay the Spire run, so I'm just going to rest and max our health. But if I were playing alone, I'd probably just smith and gamble a little bit. Maybe I'll do it anyway. It's so hard not to. Alright, I'm going to do... Mujo's right. Got a smith. So, Brilliance, again, increases the damage. Water increases the block. Talk to the Hand increases the damage and the block you get from that. I always like to look at my rare and uncommon and rares for upgrades. We're going to have this in our opener every time. We may want to upgrade the thing that's always in our opener. Oh, which boss is it? This is Slimer. I find Slime to be pretty easy. Eight damage to all enemies, also powerful, but maybe we'll go... Yeah, so we could increase our Brilliance by 4 damage, or I kind of like this one. Consecrate, which is the one... Where's Consecrate? Oh, this one. Yeah, the free damage upgrade. Here, I'll pull this one. Our first Slay the Spire pull. What are we going to upgrade? We can upgrade... Consecrate. Brilliance. Just to upgrade our rare. Like Water is a good upgrade too. I'll call it Water for like water. Water. Or Hand. Talk to the Hand. I think those are the 4. Consecrate, Brilliance, Water, Hand. I do like to upgrade my powers since they have a repeat effect throughout the game. That's a good point there. Sorry about that. Important number on Slime Boss, 140. 70 is the magic number to split the Slime Boss. So we are going to remember that if we're looking like Slime Boss is about to smack us down pretty hard, but they're close to 70, we got to get them to 70, and then it halts their plan. But I like, for this, just going with these. We could have gone for a little attack here, but I like I like leaving in calm and having our extra 7 block going right away. We got gooped. Sometimes you just rattle out your cards and move to the next turn. Alright, gonna take a big 35. Unless we can deal, let's see, we said 70, so we can deal 40 damage. I don't think we can deal 40 this turn. We can come close. If we had Eruption, we could. We don't have enough to get the split, so I'm gonna go with Brilliance and the stuff that blocks. 29, not bad against the 35 is a huge attack, so for us to have found 29 there is pretty good. All right, now we're going to unload a little bit. Oh, I should actually, that was a mistake. Slimes you can play. You just pay 1 and it exhausts them. Shouldn't hurt too much, but that was a mistake. Let's see. So we do this and exit our stance. Yeah, this is cool. We're going to wreck them pretty good here. Oh man, I'm going to get Slay the Spire punted. I'm in trouble now. It's your command, Chad. It's your command. Woof. With 16 and 11, you'd think we would be up against... Oh, but these split as well, so maybe we can get them to split here. Let's get at least this 16 to split. That'll be good for us. So then we go Vigilance, Iron Wave, Strike, and we're in pretty decent shape. Yeah, if you can get them close to splitting and then just hammer them down really low, they split into tiny things. I've made some slimes that were had 1 hit point each. It was great. Let's see. We're already in calm, so that doesn't matter too much. Let's focus on... Well, we can get rid of... We have 12. 8 is not 9. That's frustrating. But I think we should kill... one of these. And then defend. 12, 17... Actually, we can attack because 12 plus the 7 is enough to prevent the 16. So we'll just keep at it here. Also, when you defeat the end boss of a level, you do heal up your health. So all you need to do with the end boss is make it through alive. Not worry about being close to dead on the other side. I guess we just go Strike. I'm gonna go with this. We can accept these slime, no big deal. I'll do this. We're taking a little damage. Oh, and we got him interrupted. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. We're at a pretty low... This is kind of easy mode, just so you know. If the game seems a little bit easy right now, it's because it is kind of on easy mode. But it gets hard at the end, let me tell you. And there's still plenty of ways I could lose. All right, nice thing about defeating end bosses, we get a gold card to choose from. Let's see what sweet rare we get. Oh, these are going to be fun to figure out. I don't even know what to take. These are also fun. Let's start over here. Deus Ex Machina is not playable. If you draw it, you don't, but you don't draw it when you draw it. When you draw it, you get 2 miracles, which are like extra mana. So whenever you draw this, it's like drawing a dark ritual. Then we got Time Walk. This is just literally Time Walk, except it's the last spell you play of the turn before you Time Walk. So note the end your turn clause. You don't just get to play this in the middle of a turn. You've got to do it at the end of your turn. Alpha is funny because it says, if you look at Alpha, it says shuffle a beta into your draw pile. What's a beta? It's a 2 mana skill that says shuffle an Omega into your draw pile. And then there's no way to see what an Omega is until you go look it up. And if you go look it up, you find that Omega is a 3 mana power that says at the end of each turn, deal 50 damage to each enemy. So basically it's a win condition. It's inevitability. But then, boy, Time Walk. Time Walk is hard to ignore. Especially its upgraded version shaves off a mana. Yeah, Smock says Time Walk is pricey, but you can shave it off, and it's still worth it. GPIC says we have cheap card removal. We have cheap card removal from the deck thanks to Smiling Mask, so Alpha would be pretty good as well. Cards can only be upgraded once. So yes, Alpha is at its best in a short deck. Right now, our deck is not too large, and we could keep it small. We have 1 power that keeps it kind of small. And we're intending to use this Smiling Mask to remove all of these defends and strikes that aren't that good. So I'm going to put this one to chat as well. Alpha is the more clever way. Alpha is a little bit more interesting of a game to try and play. Vault is just raw power, you know? Like, Vault is just raw power, and Alpha is powerful, but with a little more setup, a little more... Like, this is the skill. Again... Bottled Lightning, start each combat with the skill of your choice in hand. Bottled Lightning is what you want Alpha for. Although, look at what Alpha's upgrade is. Innate. Innate means starts each combat with this in your hand. So, the upgrade of Alpha does, in fact, put it in your hand, which I probably should have showed you before you voted. Chat asked me to break the tie. I'll try for the Alpha because we do have the Smiling Mask, and we can build towards it from here. And we also get another boss level relic. So we have all these relics here, right? But only one of them is boss level. This is a boss level relic that has the most powerful effect of all of these, and getting an extra mana every turn. This is considered along those lines, so let's see what our options are. Black Star. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. That's cool. Just like, I love relics, so just adding relics is fun. Tiny House is just like random value. Potion, which is not going to happen for us. 50 gold, whatever. Raise your max HP, obtain 1 card, upgrade 1 random card. It's all a bunch of little stuff. It's like that White Saga from Theros Beyond Death. It doesn't quite add up to enough to make me impressed. Whereas, but this is just sad. We could get another one. We could get 5 mana to start each turn, but then we can no longer smith at rest sites, and I love upgrading cards. Ugh. Yeah, let's take Black Star. It's kind of the fun challenge for us anyway of giving us an extra motivation to go after elites. You can see who your enemy. So we're end boss here. This is a dude that shows up and brings a lot of minions. So our end boss is going to be battling multi. And got some shops low down here. I think I want to go one of those shops. Let's see which one. We got elites up here. We want to find elites because of Black Star. So elite right there. I like the double elite here after store, so we're going to go here. All right, we found our alpha anyway in the start. Going to take some damage here if we don't set up, but we can. Actually, I'm going to go alpha. We can get like a total of 15 block. That's worth it. That's what we should do here. Max the block. These muggers take gold as they attack us. If we can kill them before they run away, we get that gold back. But if they run away, they get away with it. Those meddling kids. Darn it. Not quite the time I want eruption. I'm going to go with like water, strike, and some defense. All right, there's our beta. And I like exiting the stance here to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and cast all our stuff. Actually, maybe we don't need to. We only need 12 block to survive that. So maybe we just go beta, 6 block, 7 more block is 12, and strike. Yeah, we don't need to exit our stance here. But we're going to lose a ton of our money here if we don't kill them. This is annoying. Ah, this one's already ready to go. Aha, we found it, though. They're both dead. If we go Omega and do some damage to this one, they're both dead. So, we now have our inevitability in the deck, as you see. Some cards come pre-upgraded, so if we took Third Eye here, it already has the upgrade, and I like it. Omega is super strong, Razor, but you gotta cast Alpha and Beta first. And Scry is indeed Scry. Yes, the creators play Magic. So I like upgraded Third Eye is very nice. Really helps with if we're focused on Alpha and going Alpha, Beta, Omega as fast as we can. Then yeah, you're right. It is Surveil. It is not literally Scry. It's literally Surveil. But we're going to take Third Eye because it helps us find our Alpha Omega combo. And it gets there faster, too. Just moving 5 cards out of the way. All right, our first trip to the store. Oh, I never noticed that the that this stone, the smiling mask, was on the... Okay, I get it now. I get it. I get it. All right. Ooh, look, we got a power that we can start. If we choose this, we can start with our like water in hand every time if we thought that was worth it. Yeah, we start with card removal. We're doing that every time, no matter what. The attack. I like taking away the attacks first. Although, yeah, let's get rid. Like, we don't really need to. We don't really need to attack things. Yeah, Nirvana is decent power for this type of deck, but we don't have a lot of scry yet. We just have the one. No, Omega does not. Omega is a power. Another Talk to the Hand is on sale. That's interesting. This is kind of fun. This is a pretty easy card to include because it exhausts itself and it just does some damage and then goes away. Yeah, let's look at the relics too. Tori, whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. That can be decent, but not for 314 gold, I don't think, actually. You like it, Tori? It can do some stuff. Just so often that when you lose in this game, though, it's not because you've took too many 3s and 4s, it's because you took a 20. Looks like some experienced players like Tori, and I guess the cost certainly suggests. Cauldron says, upon pickup, brews 5 random potions. No. And we can't take any of these potions either, or that doesn't matter. So, what are we taking? We can draw 2 cards, exit stance. We're talking about entering and leaving stances. Which one? This one? Tornado or the Tori? You want to take the Tori? Yeah, I think innate light water is good, especially since we've innated the go into calm. Let's do it. Do that. And also, if you have regret, I could save and quit right now and go back into the store and make different choices, by the way. But okay, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, this is pretty cool too. And any other, I might want to just save my money from here, but I like Talk to the Hand and it's on sale. But we want to keep our deck pretty low. Still, I think this is worth taking at this price. I'm going to take this and move on. Ah, see, because we did the thing earlier that got us the golden idol, we actually have this option here. In a lot of runs, if you don't get the first thing, you just don't even have this, but this is exactly what we want. I have not yet, Tuka. So now we have upgraded our idol to a bloody idol, and now whenever we gain gold, we heal. That is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. I feel like we're gonna be pretty good on making it to the end now, when every time we get gold, we get life back. Sure. Those 3. I guess all the attacking we can do. And now with block return, every time we attack this dude, we get 4 block. I think we're going to be all right. Everybody, I think we're going to be all right. In fact, let's see. We're going to have... Let's do this. Get rid of everything else. Get right to the end of it. And now if we can just... Yeah, I'm going to do this. This, and then we should be pretty close to wiping them out. there's our Omega. And hopefully Omega plus Brilliance is enough. It's close. 64. Ooh, it's very close. But I think they get one good smack on us. We're this close. Ah! Sometimes this game does this to you, where you're just like, close but not quite. Close but not quite. Awfully big penalty for 2 missed points of damage somehow. Not that we missed it, but just if we could have only found 2 more. Got some life back, though, thanks to our sweet new idol. And now, are we really adding cards to our deck given our strategy? We got to be very careful about it and not just do it for no good reason. Like, I don't think any of these are worth it. Carve Reality is not bad. 10 damage at a smite. But it's not really our plan anymore. We're not trying to find attack. We're not looking to attack anymore. We're looking to leverage our alpha to victory. Protect, upgrade. I think it just adds adds 4 block. Oh man. Actually, yeah, these are quite a brutal fight when we are about to go into double elite. So I'm actually just gonna pay our gold. I'm gonna pay 108 gold and not do this fight. Maybe I'm being a chicken. You think I'm being chicken? You experienced players, would you fight to keep 108 gold here, given what we're heading towards? Yeah, this is the thing. They're kind of an elite fight themselves. I'm gonna be chicken. Huh, I've never had him fight me anyway. Well, go here, here, and here. It's a knife hand lizard. I mean, when all you are is a hand, all you need is a knife, right? So I can gain 8 block and exit my stance, but gaining 8 block is going to cost me 7 block. So I'd rather just stay in calm and do one more thing of damage. Yeah, strike block more anyway. Great point. And we're going to do it again so that now serious multiplication of block upon attack. Well, 24 damage is a bunch, but we really do want to get beta out. 10 plus 16 plus 7 is 23. So actually, if we can cast both of these, we're in decent shape. So let's go beta, defend, and third eye, and then we're fine. Maybe I missed that, Elgar, but that was only 1 point to do what I know would get us to Omega and stuff, so let's see if this gets us where we want to be. I definitely want to do this. We don't really have anything else. I guess I'm blocking, though. Unless we want to... If we erupt, this doubles. We can't handle 60. I don't think we can handle 60. Erupt, then Omega? Well, if I go 9... Omega is not doubled by Erupt, if that's your thinking G-Pick. Wrath doubles attack damage. So we really just want to reduce as much of this 30 as we can. So that means our 10 block plus 17... We get 17 block, and that's just going to have to be good enough. And now that we've got Omega going, we just want to get rid of everything that doesn't defend us effectively. These don't defend us well, but I'll keep them. Hopefully we can do, 26 damage to combine with the 50 and end it next turn. This is getting painful. At least we don't take any damage this time. And should be out of this, but we took some serious damage. The name of the game is keeping this life total up, and we failed a little bit on that front this time around. Double relic, thanks to Black Star. We get 3 damage to all enemies at the start of each turn. That's cool. Extra 3 per turn. Sundial, every 3 times you shuffle your library, your draw pile gain mana. That's good because we're trying to do that. Yeah, Omega just sits there and ends the game eventually, Well, sheesh, another brilliance. I don't know, folks. This is where this game is interesting and tough, because I also like this. Like, we're also heavily about switching stances, so adding this doesn't hurt us either, except for it hurts our main plan here of alphaing as quickly as possible. Any longtime players have an opinion here? Do we take Brilliance or Crescendo, given what we're doing? Or is none of this worthwhile at this point? I'm going to say none of it's worthwhile. I'm going to skip. I don't rarely skip rares. No pun intended, but here I think we do. And let's smith up that there alpha. Yeah, you're right, G-Pick. We don't really want to go into Wrath at this point. Maybe it was greedy of me not to heal as well, but I didn't. We'll see how that plays. We're gonna go and like water. Yeah, it's gonna be just a rough first smack here. This is a game that can really punish you for your greed. So I've been punished. I've been punished quite a bit in this game because I get greedy and then get punished. And now look, we're taking another round of attacks. We got to really tighten up our defense here. Can we get away with playing the beta? We're looking at 12, 27, and we need to reduce 20 points. That's 6, that's 10. So if we play Defend and Third Eye, we take 4 damage, but we get beta down. I think we have to do that. Let's go beta. Third Eye. Okay, we can keep that. We don't even want that. Maybe we just want it like these. And do it like this. Because now, if we can put Just 2 damage on the Taskmaster. Oh, we're good. There we go. It hurt, but we did it. And then we get Bird-Faced Urn. Whenever you play a power card, heal 2 points. I'll take it. We don't have that many, but we have a couple, right? And the next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics. We're just going to be flooded with relics. Yeah, they come out so hard and fast, right, Frieder? I often lose on that trio because they come out with all 3 of them attacking twice in a row, and if you don't have that defense for that early bam bam from that group, whew. Some relics have a downside that you don't want to do, but most don't. I think there's some that, this has a downside, right? We can no longer obtain potions, so they're not all upside, but mostly they're upside. All right, Foresight we can take. We have Bird-Faced Urn that gives us life for it, and it actually doesn't really increase our our deck size much. And I don't even want the Battle Hymn. Again, we're not trying to find ways to deal damage. Omega is how we're going to deal damage. So let's take Foresight. Extra. 3 skills, deals 5 to everything. Bracelet. Normal enemy combatants are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Sure, we'll take that. Timnos wants that blue. I always just do it on the 3rd round. But, I mean, if you think it is... Here, watch. See, this is what I was saying. We can go... Since Timnos and Sir Elgar want the blue key, we can just do this. All right, not going to mess around now. We're at 29 life. I got a little greedy. We managed to make it through, but now it's time to go rest. So the keys... This is where I'm at in the game. This little thing going on in the upper left corner, that's not going to exist for you if you start this game for the first time. You start getting this when you have defeated the game on the basic play level with the first 3 original characters. Then your runs start to have these 3 keys that you pick up along the way, and they allow you to go and actually try and defeat the heart, defeat the end boss. There's your end boss, and there's your end boss. And at the start, the end boss isn't even defeatable. It's not something that can be defeated at all. But now, if we can get the 3 keys and get lucky, we might be able to defeat the end boss. And so that's kind of my goal as a gamer in this game right now. We're going to go here. Ooh. So, this augmenter is kind of a fun one. You can either... add this card to your deck, a 0-mana skill that loses 3 HP, but you gain 2 strength. I don't really like that. I don't like things that I have to pay to lose HP to use. But we could transform 2 cards, and you can get a little cheaty on this. You saw what I just did, quit and come back. You can transform 2 cards, see if it works out for you, and if it doesn't, quit and come back in. But I'm not even going to bother. We'll just take the special relic and... yeah, we could transform. I mean, you want to do that? We can be cheaty face about it. We can see. Yeah, transforms alpha. Sure, let's see what happens. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll keep that. We're all talk to the hand. You like that, Timnos? We have 4 talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hands. Okay, so do we want to head towards the store again? Yes, because we want to keep taking stuff out of our deck for cheap. So I'm going to head that way. Although there's a double star relic here. Ooh. What do you like? Store to slim down or Also, this is worth more end game points. If you're going for high score, you want to go for the elites. We can go here at least and then decide. But this... Nah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the elite. Hey, look, we got a merchant anyway. Awesome. Card removal. Left us with, we couldn't afford any of these anyway, so no big deal. The question is, do we want any of these? Oh, here's a power card we could take. And insights are good for us. I think we could take the study. It's also on sale. Often you don't have time to slide this in, though. That's the problem with these cards. You look at them and go, oh, yeah, study. I could see doing that. And then, like, in-game, you're like, oh, I'm facing 18 damage. I do not have time to study. I need to cast whatever. So maybe if we take anything, it would be to replace the block, like to upgrade the block we just killed. Like the Evaluate, for example. Or we could just pass, not do anything this time. All right, yeah, let's leave. Yeah, attacks are blocks, basically, you're right. So we don't really need blocks, or block anymore either. Oh man, we can duplicate a card in our deck. What are we gonna duplicate? 2 alphas seems cute, but you don't really want that. You want the 1, that's fine. We can duplicate the bottled water. I don't know if it duplicates its bottled aspect, but that seems pretty good, huh? Okay, good. I actually don't want it to dupe the bottle. I think it's nice that it doesn't. I think that's better for us. And let's go for the usual. Little ouch. And certainly that, I was kind of bagging on that one relic we didn't take that reduced damage 5 or less to 1. That would have saved us 4 damage right there. That would have been pretty nice. Well, let's go. If we erupt, we can exit the stance at the end. So let's just do it all. Let's start with... Do you want to start with eruption to get more value out, more damage out of the hand, or hand to get more block out of the eruption? Probably with the way we've been playing, just more block out of the eruption is fine. Although I think we're gonna get there. We're gonna have no problem with the block. So actually, I'm gonna take the damage. Oh, good. We get to get back into calm. I'm glad about that. But let's increase our... Let's see, we have 4 mana. We would like to do the beta. And I'd like to do this as well, but maybe we just accept that we're not foresighting this time. And we just go... talk to the hand, fear to enter calm, and beta. Although I think we're going to... We probably don't even need Omega to win this one. We could just go defend and foresight and be in pretty good shape, I bet. We're gonna get 13 here. So we're taking like taking 8. Yeah, we'll see what's left. All right, I'll do it this way. It does do the heuristic of saving the most immediate damage. And they're going to be attacking for 18. We guess we do want... I mean, all these look pretty good. I'll keep them all. Don't need that one. Yeah, I guess I should have dumped it. If I did the math, I would have gotten rid of that one. I think you're right. G-pick. Alright, definitely don't want the wound. That's a nice thing about Scry. Attacking for 24. We are in Calm. We can enter Eruption and potentially mess them up for quite a bit. But I actually don't even like the Consecrate here because I want defense more than attack. Oh, Consecrate is 8 block. That's fair. No, wait, is it... Hold on. When attacked. Does that work even on the non-targeted stuff? I guess it does, huh? Okay, then that's worth 8 block and we keep it. Fair enough. And, yeah, maybe just do... Maybe even get rid of that. Yep, they worked. Gosh, what do we want now? I probably messed up. I should have cast Beta first if we were going to. I think I'm going to cut that. Yeah, I can just get rid of it all, I suppose, to set up the beta better. What does this cancel? What have I done? I don't even know how much energy I have right now. Okay, 3 of 4. I took a risk. Well, we can skip beta again and play these two. If we exit the stance, though, we can play all of them. So let's just do that. We go exit, beta, and then back into calm. Sorry, it just took a second there to find it. Oh, this is cards in exile. Exhausted cards. Exiled cards, basically. Found Omega and got there. Man, this is a tough one for me to remember. Centennial Puzzle says the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. I always forget and suddenly find myself with 3 cards I wasn't expecting. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. Do we dare? Can we do 5 Talk to the Hand? There's also Foreign Influence. This is an interesting card. 1 of 3 attacks. Choose 1 of 3 attacks of any color to add into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. That can be fun. But I can't help it. I'm going to take every Talk to the Hand they present to us. It's too funny. It's also very good. And we get to Smith. Fear goes to 11. Yeah, only once. Yeah, I might as well upgrade the vigilance since we get it in our opener every time. Boss time! Wish we could do the talk to the hand, but we're gonna do all the other stuff. We could... Yeah, now let's do it. We have a million talk to the hands for a reason. Let's see, we could get all of this because we go 6 mana if we cast Eruption, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We even have left over. Wouldn't be able to get back into Calm, though, and these two would mess us up and we would lose our burden here. So I'm not going to do the Eruption this turn, frankly, or the Empty Body. We're just going to Brilliance and defend. I'd have enough block, but I really don't want to leave Calm if I don't have to. It didn't seem good enough reason to leave Calm there. All right, lots of damage incoming now. What can we do about this? I guess we talk to the hand. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention to these, though. We need to figure out how to get rid of these dudes. Certainly we're going to get this beta soon enough. And we just have to survive. So, yeah, we have 4 mana. We can just do it all at the big. And just, we're going to take some smacks here, but I think it'll be long-term worth it. There's our beta. What else is our concern? We're going to get to scry again on our turn anyway. But we only have 7 cards left, so, like, what do we want? We can set our hand for the turn with our scry. Yeah, so let's just set the 5 cards we want. Beta for sure. I think probably this and the less sparkly talk to the hand. We're already in Calm. What about this? Let's just do this. Yeah, I think we can. Oh, no, it's not letting us do multi-click checks. I'm going to do this. I'm not sure 100% it's correct, but let's move on. Because we want to approach the end of our library so that we guarantee... you just generally want to filter to your best stuff because it keeps cycling through. And now let's look at what they're up to. We got to watch 20 life, but we're going to get that just from these. But I think we just want to keep those. Trouble is if we bin the defend, we shuffle. We're keeping from Omega, as Little Normal says. If we take any of these, if we draw these 2... we don't shuffle our library, and we put Omega as the top card of our library. So that's why we're going to keep. Oh, no! Why did that happen? See, I told you! Wait, that's not what happened. Why did it... I don't know what happened. But I think I got screwed by one of my things. It doesn't matter, though. Look, we're going to beta, and there's only 9 cards before we find the the thing anyway. Okay. Let's... We don't have any means to do that. Let's go get a bunch of block. Of course, we're gonna beta. I gotta make sure we beta, and we want to like water. Actually, we're doing great. This is fine. As soon as we get Omega out, this Oppo won't be able to have any minions. Because we're going to play Omega and never worry about minions again, Razor. Like, right now. Do we need anything else here, even? 31? Probably don't want Eruption. I want to stay in Calm. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah, maybe we should, like, buy it out of the deck, you know? And get a bunch of extra. We get 11 extra on this dude, plus we're in Calm, so we'll actually be fine. We won't take any damage. I got myself to play it. I started talking about it on Tuco and then found myself playing it. All right, now we just want to survive until... We don't even need this. He's calling stuff forth, so really we just want to attack this turn. Heck, now we'll go into Eruption. Yeah, we're just trying to survive. Let the collector die, and us keep things that keep us in our stance and keep us well blocked. So all these three are fine for that. All right. 101 gold, regen potion we can't use, and another rare to consternate over. Omniscience means different things here than in Magic. I've not found the Insano Omniscience deck, although, let me tell you, getting an Omega into the deck and then casting it twice would be pretty sweet. Yeah, you can double cast either one of those. We take this power. We actually do have Mantra. Remember, we do have Brilliance, and we passed another Brilliance. But if we take it, it's a power. I don't mind adding powers to the deck. I'm gonna take Devotion because I don't mind adding powers, especially a small one. It's a nominal add to the deck. Skipping is almost warranted G-pick, but I'm going to be a little bit greedy and take the 1 mana power. It's not a significant add to the deck. Really? I feel like if we leave Calm, it's usually pretty good. With some cards, yeah. Well, you start out 3, actually, Archangel. The reason we have 4 is because I started with Sozu. So we We're penalized with no potioning this game, but we've had 4 from the beginning. I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I like cards. It's so hard to not use rare cards in this game. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. Snecko Eye is something that I've been trying more because I understand that it's very powerful in the right context. Unfortunately, we're not in the right context here. But if you have taken nothing but expensive cards throughout the game, Snecko is great. Because it does randomize stuff to 0. You get random zeros. This is quite the gamble. We can go ahead and get 5. 5 mana to start with every turn. But man, all of our enemies get an extra strength. Ooh, but yes, Cage. Remove 2 cards. Let's just do Cage. And we've been talking about taking out the eruption since we're having trouble casting it effectively. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of the eruption. It lets us remove 2 cards from our deck. Definitely a defend, and then probably the eruption. We just want to stay in calm the whole time. Unusual to remove a card we actually spent a smith on upgrading, but we didn't know what our deck was going to be at that point in time. All right, our final boss is my least favorite, although this might be a good matchup for it since we're not trying to cast a bunch of spells. This clock dude basically caps you at 12 plays per turn, and there's many decks in the format that are fun and awesome because they specifically cast a bazillion spells each turn. I actually don't like the design choice around this final boss because of that. It feels very, very kick in the nuts for you as a game designer, makers of Slay the Spire, to offer me all this slick, awesome, slip through my library, cast a million stuff, and then randomly I get paired with a final boss that just hoses my entire deck. It's like having Escape be one of the main mechanics of this game, and one of your possible end bosses is Timnos. You don't know you're going to get Timnos, but you might get Timnos. And by the way, the Escape deck in this game is awesome. Do you want it or not? It's so anyway, I don't like this as a final boss, but let's go. We have 186 gold. That's maybe a little early for that store. We could go to that one. And then come around to that one. I like that. We can still start here. Doesn't really matter. Timno, sorry. Timoret. You know what I mean. Timnos is not going to be your final boss in this game. Alpha is nice against these turkeys. Catching up with chat as I laugh at myself. Okay, so we can go... What do we want to do here? I guess the usual is fine. It's just a great opening sequence. Another like water for sure. And then some hand talking. One thing about these enemies, if one of them dies and the other 2 are alive, it spends its next turn regenerating. So you basically have to get all 3 of them dead at once, or you haven't done much of anything. So yes, we're going to hand the healthiest, which would be the 50 plus block, or we could just, this one doesn't have defense this turn, so let's just go here. And I want to stay in the stance, so we're gonna pass here. Yeah, I took a lot of cards early that were us thinking we were going to be the exit and, you know, back and forth between stances deck, but we're not really that. So it's we got a little bit of non-bowish going on in this deck, I got to admit. And yeah, we're going to go motion and maybe hand, though, and then brilliance to get that. Oh, I should have gone 10 block, sorry. Although we got 7 block on that, so actually it wasn't too bad. But 10 block, probably a little better. Because we're facing some serious damage here. Looks like we made it through, though. We had enough. Yeah, I forgot the fan. I always forget the dumb fan. Where is it? Oh, here. Yeah, we're still doing great here. Let me just do this, get some... We're gonna be fine. Easy peasy. It's not always, but you get a lot. It's fun. There's one run. There's one run where it says it's called Vintage. There's a special mode that's kind of like wacky format for this game, and one of the rule sets includes the term Vintage, which means that every enemy drops a non-boss relic, and you literally starts wrapping, and you get a second row full of them. I don't think we want any of these. Wouldn't mind some scry here, but... Alright, are we going to the store? You know what? Yes. I'm going to continue to trim this deck down to its mean leanness. I liked Cut, yeah. Cut was fine, Timnos, but I'm just going with the try to make this low down as we can get it. That's cool. I'm not talking through all my plays, but you can see how I'm just basically always looking at what my enemy is trying to do in terms of total damage and trying to make sure I can get my block above it. I mean, that's fundamentally what I'm doing every turn in this game, is starting with, are they attacking me? If yes, how much block do I need to not take any damage? And can I do that and still do other stuff? And when you got 7, and yeah, like we get to go, like, talk to the hand, beta, and like water is going to be plenty. And boom. Yeah, Frieder is talking about Sundial, where if we really, really thin our deck, we're just going to get lots of Sundial triggers. This is actually an interesting card, except we've taken too many attack cards. I really love this when you've got a defense, a skill-focused deck, and this is one of your only attacks, because this is two mana for 40 damage as a baseline, and then you've seen the rage and stuff. If you're in a deck that uses the Wrath form, turning this into a 2 mana 80 damage spell is pretty crazy. But I think we just skip this. We're trying to get lean and mean, low down as we can. Man, this is tempting though. Another third eye actually might be the thing I would take, because we do have foresight, and it's extra block and extra scry. What do you experienced players think? Would you take third eye here? Really, like just lucky more because it's free? Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar. Elder just wants the lucky for extra. It's true it is an attack, and we've gone all in on the hands. Alright, I'll take just lucky. I'll give it a try. The fact that it's an attack is a great point. But we're going to go straight to a remove and get rid of the defend. And then see what else we can do with 162. Every 3 turns gain mana, elite combat, 25 less HP. Start each elite combat with 2 strength. Yeah, that's fair. We're coming up on another one though. Here, so we can do it there. If you think we should get rid of both empties, I could do this. You can basically restart whatever sequencing you were in at the start of your move. I'm in for the cheese. It's a PvE game. When it comes to PvE, get as cheesy as you want. How many elites do we have left? 1 or 2, depending on how many we would like to take on. And we're talking about getting rid of Empty Fist, right? Well, we can take Tranquility. We do want to be in Calm. And these upgrade to a 0. So... But I think we're setting ourselves up to stay in Calm the whole time, no problem, so we don't really need it. Maybe we don't need anything else and we just move on and save our mana. I don't know if I want to spend on these. Flower is decent. You want to take Flower and just get extra mana every 3rd turn? I mean, it's mana. Nantuko, how familiar you are with the game? This new character, the Watcher, has stances, and it has 3 stances. Calm, which says, basically, if you leave this stance, gain 2 mana. Wrath, which says if you're in this stance, double damage for everybody. And the godlike one, Divinity, which gives you triple damage and you draw 3... Or no, you don't draw 3. Triple damage and you get 3 mana. Anyway, back to this. We actually like this too, but let's take the flower. Oh, I love this villain, this enemy. I've never beaten it. I mean, I rarely lose to it, but I've never killed it. Because it has 999 damage, but as you hit it, it gets weaker. So every attack it takes, it gets weaker. And at the end of 5 turns, it just disappears. It goes away. So basically, this is a game of surviving until it goes away after 5 turns. Really don't need alpha in this one. I'm going to take another like water. Like, this is not going to come down to alpha. It just doesn't matter. So we'll take either like water or even a talk to the hand, but this is better. Oh, and it's not whenever you attack. I think it's whenever you cast a spell. Is it that? Oh, no, wait. Fade. Oh, no, it is HP. As it loses HP, it loses that much strength. I knew it could lose a ton of strength, but it's because it's as much damage as you do. Sure. Those both look fine. I'm not going to cast Empty Body. This isn't on our list to get rid of. We just want to stay in calm and drink the water. Not Exacxies this time. I'm going to take a little hit. We do need to deal some damage, actually, because the strength reduction from damage is pretty important against this guy. So we're going to actually get rid of the block and keep the damage. It actually reduces more. It's bigger block to deal damage against this Oppo than to gain life. Or to gain block. Let's go... More hand bonus. And there they go. Now they're shackled below. Let's just third eye. Keep looking for stuff to get us there. Those are all good. All those attacks are going to be better for us than defend anyway with what we've got going on. And should be enough. There is Smock. There is there's a spell. There's a skill for 3 mana that says you don't lose block between turns, and then there's if you get that plus this type of deck, I've had hundreds and hundreds of block. Ooh, this is pretty cool. But maybe we don't need it. Am I just being fancy play? Probably don't need this. I'm going to be disciplined and skip. And I want to get back to 50 before we get to the store again. So I'm actually going to go... make sure I go here and fight, because I want to try to get 20 gold off of a enemy. All right, we're gonna do the usual start with this crew. Would love to... Oh, wait, we got 5. Sweet. As I say, I would love to foresight, and we get to foresight. It was probably from Happy Flower. Again, sometimes I forget my own relics, and something good happens to me that I wasn't expecting. Like, hey, we're gonna get 2 the next time our library empties. That's pretty cool. Consecrate I like against these because it gets everything, but really we just want to defend and beta. So let's keep... we'll keep all these, it's fine. And with 2 left, though, 6 block, 5 damage, and 10 block seems like the way to go. Do we need devotion? I don't think it's going to be about devotion. This is going to be about... In fact, you're probably... Whoever said I should skip... I probably should have skipped this. It's not that big a deal. It just doesn't do much for our deck. And it has nothing to do with the win with Omega, you know, and... Like, this doesn't help us win with Omega, so, like, whatever. But that being said, let's get rid of it for now. And just keep a bunch of talking. We want that. Keep that. Although we are trying to get to... Let's get rid of this. And this. And just try to find our Omega. Right? That's the play. Get Omega and win. In fact, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, this guarantees Omega next turn. There you go. If you are doing the mantra thing, here's a card that helps with that. I like this when you're doing the Wrath thing, but we're not. I thought about Third Eye, but skipped. We're going to skip here, too. Oh, no! I don't have enough for the store. Really? You only had 12 gold for me? Weak. So, how many more rests do we have? Maybe it's time to get the final key. Really only one more, sure, upgrade. Yeah, only one more. So I'm going to take the key here. No, you can't sell to the store for that in that way. In fact, there's no point in going to... And maybe there's something for 42 gold, but probably not. It just doesn't even matter to go there. Let's just go here. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't let you read that because I've read this before, but... Winding weird halls, passing by a structure you are certain you have previously seen, you start to question if you are going insane or if the impossible geography of this place is starting to get to you. You need to change something, and soon. That's what the voices say anyway, and why would they lie? Alright, we can embrace madness, lose 9 HP, and add madness to our hand. But I don't like these. Yeah, let's just retrace. I don't want to become cursed. We gain HP, but I don't want to become cursed. Yeah, madness is not doing anything for us in this deck. Standard opener for this game anyway, with this run. I guess we do this. Talk, fear. I think it's going to try to attack us. We can take this out. This out. I don't think I want this right now. Let's start here. Yeah, I already said G-Pick, it was a mistake. I just couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Next time I'll help it. It just feels insane to decline to take a rare card, you know? But what I should have acknowledged is that when we're trying 100% for when our focus is on making this alpha beta omega work, what's the point of even entering divinity? Yeah, let's go like just enough to not take any damage. Don't need that. Yes. And I think we don't even need the brilliance. Let's just do it like this. All the mana in the world here, so I guess we'll use it. Well, we've got short deck on purpose. You know, we'll get to the Omega right quick, but it is too bad it was down that low. There, that looks pretty nice. Let's go Omega. Just lucky. Consecrate. And let's see. Fear gets us 11 block. Third Eye, which gives us 10 block, only gives us 10 block, whereas attacking this thing gives us 11. So we'll do that. And what can we do to help speed this dude to its death? I guess we'll ditch that. The rest are fine. Is there a second Omega? Does it? I can't even remember. It never usually matters. No, it's a power, right? It's like an artifact or enchantment. Anyway, all right, we got plenty. We're gonna be fine. Fine. Boom. All right. Continuing to skip. And continuing to regret some of the ones I took. Here though. Potion belt is a funny one to get because we can't have potions. And now we can't have 5 potions. Sure, a little extra HP. Oh, this is the weird one that... Is this the one? Now, there's one where every time you hit it, it changes its attack, and sometimes it changes to attack you with a curse. Oh, I hate that one. Oh, maybe that's... It looks kind of like spaghetti, which is why all the tentacles are making me think of it. And we can do third eye or enter calm. Actually, I'm going to do it this way this time. We can find something else to enter calm with. Like that. See you, Nanjuko. Have a good stream. Oh, good. We get them all. Dink, 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 and dink. We have this one effect on us where we're taking 10 every turn from this effect. So kind of we're at minus 10 block every time we... we picked up a pair. Oh, wait. I should have done these first. I'm kind of playing loose here, but a little bit fast. Fast and loose. Those are fine, though. And what's the most? We can get 7... 8 block we have to exit. Guess we just do this. All right, just enough block to get the job done. And all that's fine. It's dead now. Ooh, Essence of Steel is... oh, it's a potion, though. Never mind. Plated Steel is nice. It basically is extra block. It's got some rules to it, but it's... block powers. We'll take Foresight. It basically adds a card to our deck without adding a card to our deck, and it does actually work with what we're trying to accomplish. And what I mean by it adds a card to our deck without adding a card, it's a power. So once we play the power, it stays in play, and we loop through our deck about as quickly as normal. I just shouldn't have taken that stupid power that gets us to a stance we don't even want to necessarily be in. Definitely those two, but then we can again pass on vigilance. Let's start by, with just lucky and see what's coming, because if there's something coming up that allows us to... Also, I find in this one I need to contain these minions or it gets out of hand. So I'm going to contain the minions and look at what's coming. Again, get rid of the devotion because it was a mistake. But we'll keep the brilliance. It's just too good. It'll let us take out this dagger at least. And now, though, we have to decide whether to get into calm or use some foresight. I'm going to get into calm. And we want have 4 mana. We're closing down on mana. We get 3 next turn, but like nothing's going to get us extra mana this turn. So we have just the 4, and I like everything but the defend. And then the question is, what do we... So we do this. Let's brilliant away the dagger, or maybe we can go... Yeah, I guess we got to go... We got to use the talks on the main boss, or what's the point? So we got to do like that. And we can do, let's go, yeah, let's just do this and this. Gonna take a big hit here, but I think we're all right long term. What caused it to... Did we kill it? Did we crack it back? What happened to it? Why did it die? Anybody know? I don't know. I didn't see. Okay, 25, 30... No, wow. We're looking at 64 damage if we don't do anything about it. They die after they do a big hit. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So this one would 2 then? Can we afford to beta? That is the question. True. Let's empty the body and fear the evil then, starting with... yeah, do that, and then... What are we trying to take out? I guess we got to get rid of this dagger again. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 5 of 6 of these anyway, so that's no big... That's pretty good. Yeah, hand before attack. Sorry, that... But I want to keep putting the hand on here, so it didn't really... Like, I was going after this one, and I want to put the hand here. So, hand before attacks on the non-minion. But I don't want to put... I don't want to talk to the hand on minions. I want to talk to the hand the boss. Although this time maybe we have to just to get everything we need dead. Although we can go wave plus consecrate. But let's do the talk first on boss. On the boss. Oh, I thought that would get it. Why didn't I? Did I do bad maths? Shoot. Sorry. Bad maths, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's why. I saw the 6 on it and thought it was damage. Okay, at least I understand how I screwed it up now. I saw the 6 and thought it was damage. I was very confused. Letter opener. Oh, wait, where are you at? Letter opener. I have 3 skill. Okay, that's good. Yep. Good call. Freighter, who actually looked at my... Frieder and Elger looked at my relics instead of me. Thank you. And now we survive these 2 attacks for no damage. Nice. Well played, Elger and Freighter. Now that's pretty easy, and that's pretty easy. All right, now if we can get Reptomancer under 51, at 50 or lower, we win. So can we do 36? Can't do 36 here, doesn't look like. So do want to survive. Yeah, we can do this. Still not taking damage, though. That's the main thing. Took like one hit from this battle early, but then managed to stay nice and clean, so that's good. Unplayable curse cards can now be played. Whenever you play a curse, lose 1 HP and exhaust it. Well, it doesn't matter to us. We don't have any. Toy Ornithopter. Another useless one. Whenever you use a potion, which we're not allowed to use this run, something happens. We're not entering Wrath anymore. I do like Mediate a lot. We haven't seen this one yet, but I've been enjoying it. It does enter Calm, and it is upgraded. Because we upgraded our first... we got a random relic to start the game, and that random relic happened to be that penalty. I think we're not taking anything, but I do want to call out that I like Mediate a lot. No, they can't because they get exiled. They're exiled when you cast them. So it doesn't do that much. I think we should just skip. And question mark. I'm going to go to the question marks. Although we go this way, we get another store and another boss. So let's go this way, actually. Yeah, I don't mind Sozu much. I don't use potions a ton. I'm gonna do it this way. I think we'll find... get rid of one of these. Yeah, the early beta is sweet. We're going to take a pretty big hit here, but we can heal before the final boss. And we want to go... yeah, I guess we want more defense. I'm going to do Talk to the Hand over Brilliance to get the ability to attack and block going. Ow. Just didn't have... sometimes you don't have the right cards to defend against a big attack, and that's the way this game goes. Alright, Fear No Evil is going to get us back into the right stance. We want both of those. We'll keep the talk, though. Even have enough protection for all this damage, and we're about to drop Omega, so looking up for us. I guess what I want to do is get... you can do a little... there's some things that happen once per combat that you may want to have happen for the nature of your whole game. What I mean by that is like... so like, we could just win on Omega, but what I want to do is cast Foresight first because we have... where is it? Somewhere up here. Like... where is it? Whenever, here you go, bird face earn. Whenever you play a power, heal 2. So we might as well heal 2 before we win the game. I say game, win the combat. More potions we can't use. Another consecrate. It's an upgraded consecrate. Does a lot of damage. We're already using the one. It's been pretty okay, but I think we just want to keep with what we've got. Can I just swap this one for my other one? Upgraded one? Oh, this guy is fun. Big, just a big stone head with huge toughness that waits forever and then finally starts going after you. Hard. I want... Yeah, we'll just do this. Not gonna mess around with anything other than our standard opener this time. Oops. Okay, I was saying, wait, I didn't mean to cast Empty Body, and it turns out I didn't. Okay, so Empty Body we're gonna leave off. I just want Talk to the Hands and Scrying, basically. That's okay. I'm going to keep this one. And we got 4 left after that. Yeah, it's fine. Then we're going to keep all this, and then we'll have Omega pretty soon. Alright, we're going to have 5 mana this turn. And now we got to start really defending. So Talk to the Hands, good. This is good. This is good. This is actually, ironically, less good. These are going to be all better. We're already in Calm. Don't need to spend 2 for that. So I think I like these as our next 5. Oh, yeah, maybe I should have. I was thinking I had already played the Omega and that we were already whittling him down. If I had remembered that, we should be chasing Omega. I thought we'd already played it. Here it comes, though. And don't like the block. That's fine. It's an attack. Don't like leaving stance, so we'll do this. Yeah, those are both fine. 10 block, not as good as 11 block. I guess this would have been the most block. It would have been 17 block. But I think we'll have enough. Yeah, 40 gets us over the 35 anyway. Oh, he's getting mean now. Ramping it up. These defends are terrible. Really, we just want to attack now. Because attacking at 11 kickback, attacking is worth more defense than defense is at this point. It's a lot of Omegas to have to go through to actually get this thing dead. No skill, no skill. We want attacks. Attacks are defense for us right now. That's right. Timnos, you can sequencing is so fiddly in this game. You can make a lot of suboptimal decisions with loose sequencing, which I'm doing right now, because I just feel like with the way we're running it out, it's going to work. But yeah, you can play this much tighter than I'm playing it for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want to, but we might hit Divinity this round. And I'm continuing to play fast and loose, and so be it. All right, let's go. We might as well do this. It doesn't matter. We're going to exit the stance anyway. All right. We can just... All right, we did it. Prevent the first time you would lose HP each combat. That's great. Sometimes the first time is just a major smack. And starting each combat, not each turn, each combat with an additional one. So your first turn, turn 1, extra mana. Someone was suggesting another attack spell. What do you think of another Fear No Evil? I like this card a lot. It puts us in calm if we're not there. It gives us a more reason to not always have to play that 2-mana spell on turn 1. I'm going to take it. And do a final removal here. And what do we want out? I could get rid of this Devotion, but again, it's at least you can play it and it's gone for the game. We can get rid of Defend, but we could also get... Yeah, Defend is just worse than attacking now, right? And it does heal too, yep. I just, like, if we're going to get rid of block, I almost want to get rid of the block that exits our stance. Like, this is... Like, if we want to get rid of Defend, let's get rid of the Defend that F's our strategy. You want another like water? A lot of block. It's our last shopping spree here. And it's nice. Alright, sure. Oh, maybe I should have looked closer. I didn't look too close. Yeah, we do get an Act 4 store, it's true. I usually forget that I make it to Act 4 these days. Okie doke, what do we want? We could... What's Devotion? 3 mantra? No. We know what that does. Maybe like water again? We could also smith one of these talks and really up where we can get to with our block back. Or Brilliance for some extra damage. I think it's like another talk to the hand or the like water. I'll pull it. for whoever's left here. See ya, Sir Elgar. Wait, last poll, Sir Elgar. Last poll. Water or hand? What do you want to upgrade? Oh, shoot, I did an invalid poll. Try again. I swear I hit it. Third time, as they say. Four for hand, just one for water. Okay. They're very close in power level. Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody. It is what it is. Yeah, let's get right into it with our usual opener. Oh, we have some extra mana anyway, so we get to do it all. And this is huge. Having 26 to the 26 and not taking any damage protects our sweet, sweet eliminate first damage. Now then, what are we doing here? We're going in... Hey, true. First damage makes you draw as well. True enough. We want our hands. We care less about these. Although this Scry 5 is nice when we're looking for Omega or Beta. This is free. Yeah, actually, I'm going to keep all of these because of the Scry 5 here especially. Although if I'm excited about Scrying 5, I should probably just take away stuff like Consecrate. Not enough here. Maybe even Fear. Yeah, I'm going to go for faster find of the Beta instead. Great, now we get faster find of the... Oh, did I get penalized and draw less one? Yeah, draw one less card next turn. Okay, that was what happened. There's our Omega. We want another, like, water. That'd be fine. Wouldn't mind a Foresight. We really want these talks, though, to get those up. We just do this. Maybe didn't have the mana for this, but so be it. I think we just want another water. A lot of damage incoming here, but we can stand it. All right, let's look at my mana. I got 5 mana. We can spend all this. This is an attack, attack, attack. These are all attacks. This is all fine. And I'll even keep Devotion. Oh, right. I forgot to look at this guy, too. We're fine. I think... I'm just... Now that we got Omega down, I'm kind of waiting for him to die. But this is what can happen in this game. You get so many effects going on. It can be very difficult. And it's always usually positive. It's just it can be so hard to track your positive effects that it doesn't work quite the way you were hoping. But this is fine. Wow, we have quite the scrying now. I guess we just want all the hand talks and then attacks. So maybe like that. One of those two. Maybe this is fine. I don't know. Mainly, once we get the hand talking, should be pretty easy. I've never beaten the heart, so you'll have to help me out, see if we can make it happen this time. It's kind of my personal goal in this game right now, is to beat the heart. Kind of just waiting for the Omega to get finished doing its work. Oh no! You see what just happened? I didn't know the dude did that. What just happened? He deneged, and now we're like, we got, oh no. Well, hopefully the Omega still gets us there, but that was scary. I haven't faced this guy too much, so... Well, the trouble is, we've exiled all of our talk to the hand, so we do not get to rebuild this. Fortunately, though, we already have Omega going, and hopefully that's enough. Although maybe we need defend again. Now suddenly I'm more interested in defense. Although playing spells for no reason is bad against the slug because of the 12 spell limit before it all gets reset on you. So yeah, now that we don't have talk to the hand, we need to get back to actually blocking. So defense is now more important than attack. I think we even... Although the mantra is good. Yeah, I'll keep it all. We still need to do some damage too. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna go for big block. Alright, we got the block, Xaxes block. So close, just a couple more turns and we should be able to get there. Kill those. I don't like the defect. It's not that the defect is a bad character. It's a very unique, weird, and interesting character that you know, but I just am not into it. We did it. Now we've made it to the heart of the spire. So I got 973 points on this run. I mostly win my runs, right? But we're now at the hard part. We're at the part that I've never accomplished. We are now going to level 4. One more upgrade. We can do another hand. What do you think is going to be best for this vicious heart that we're going to be up against? We can go for another hand or the water we didn't do last time. Let's do the hand again. We can do another hand. Not enough for a card removal. We'll see if the merchant's got anything for 30. We could get cut through if we wanted. It's the one thing we're allowed to buy. It is a damage card. We talked about that being decent, but I don't think we need it. So, if I attack either of these, my character switches to face whichever one I'm attacking, and that affects how much damage they do, because see, this dude attacking from the back deals 50% more damage. So if I switch to face this dude, this will reduce to 12, but then this will go up as well. So it's give and take. But let's start with the huge, I think. Yes, and then another, like, water. Ouch. This one's bigger. Oh, but it has the negate thing, of course. I think we don't want this defend. Too weak. We want this, though. And we still want to face the one attacking us for maximum damage prevention. Some extra mana this turn thanks to the Happy Flower. We've got Omega that's going to start doing work on this dude. Is it possible for us to get an extra 54 damage on this guy somehow? Doesn't look like it. But we've got to Omega, right? So let's Omega. And then at least talk to the hand. I think I want to like water again, and then consecrate. Feels so unfair that I have to go in weak against this final boss too. And look at, they're so strong. Ah, like I'm going to be wiped out before I even get to the heart. This part is so hard. For those longtime players who've done this before, like how many times do you beat the heart when, like, what's the % chance of beating the heart on any given run? It's so hard. What are we doing to survive this? We're not even at the heart yet. How about 31? Gosh, another. We need 52 damage on this thing to kill it. All right, well, like this level. I'm not even on Ascension. This. Maybe you just haven't done it enough to have a good number. It just feels really hard. All right, how do I optimize here? We cannot kill this dude, right? 11, 6. No, we can't kill it. So let's go back after this one. Okay, now they're dead. Woo! Thank goodness our strike cards deal an extra 3 damage. Oh yeah, I should have powered for heal. Horn Cleat, start of your second turn, gain 14 block. That's not the worst, but we only have one more opponent. And I love Flurry of Blows in the... One of the most common decks for the Watcher is that bounce back and forth between stances deck, and Flurry of Blows is great in that deck, but it's not good here. Timnos wants the sleeves with all these talks. Okay. Oh yeah, twice. That's fair enough. Timnos points out that when you get something that deals something twice, if we're getting targeted damage effects, that does that twice too. So flying sleeves is like extra block. All right. I've never beaten the heart. Maybe you'll all see me do something for the first time, but I have no idea how to beat this thing. It's so absurdly good and so fast and so... Ah! I'm gonna go, I think, double like water, and we'll find ourselves calm later. Or maybe now. I think I want this and this then. I'm sure it'll be... Okay, yeah, we just got weakened, vulnerable, frail, and bunch of awful stuff thrown into our library. Love that beta showing up nice and early, though. Let's take that, and we go 3x12. I think we want all of these. Third Eye's not going to be good forever, but it's going to be good after a beta. So it has Beat of Death. Whenever you play a card, take 1 damage, and Invincible can only lose 297 more HP this turn. It's got a cap, so it's basically there's infinite damage combos, like loop your entire deck infinitely, and they basically set up this enemy so that none of the super broken stuff actually works, because the heart does stuff right at the beginning to make it not work. Classic RPG boss, right? Oh, all that stuff you did, it doesn't work against this boss. Sorry, that's how this game works. All right, so now we're gonna go here, and we're gonna talk to the hand, and we're gonna go ahead and scry ourselves as quickly as possible. Do we want Devotion? Probably just for the life gain. I'm gonna keep those 3. Man, almost prevented all that, too. Not bad. And yeah, I'll keep all those. I know we're trying to get to Omega, but I think we're going to want Devotion to sometimes hit Divinity, because it's going to take a long time to kill this thing, so sometimes hitting Divinity and also increasing, like Devotion. One of the reasons I took Devotion is it also does increase our Brilliance. So, anyway, I'm going to keep it now. Keep those. Four mana, so we can cast everything. If we want, and I think we do want here. About to take 60. All right. Definitely no Void. Definitely no Fear, no Evil. We do want that. I think I'm going to get rid of the low Talk to the Hand. And actually, even one of these. Let's get rid of this. I want to find Omega. I mean, yeah, Omega. And Omega is going to be 3, and we're going to have 5. So we may as well keep Like Water and 1 Talk to the Hand and find that Omega. I don't know. I don't know what the pattern is. If this villain purges debuffs, we're probably in trouble here too. Okay, well then I'm going to stop doing any more of these at least. We'll do 1 set of Talk to the Hands now and the other set later. Oh, double artifacted itself anyway. So that means we're not really gonna, it's not gonna happen anyway. The double artifact prevents these from working. Unless we find something else to do. There you go. Timnos called it, and there's the artifacts. That makes me not want to talk to the hand now, not want to block. But these are okay, but these aren't very good. I think we just want to do this. Yeah, fair enough. Normal. Again, I'm playing. Giving. If you play quickly in this game, you give up all sorts of little edges, and I'm playing quickly and giving up edges as a result. But we want to start with block, is what is being pointed out. But yes, attack does give block in this case. So to that end. I'm going to ditch it because maybe... I don't know if there's other things we can do to get rid of these artifacts, but maybe. We need that. Yeah, hopefully we're talking loudly enough here to get there. We just want to keep attacking, so we'll keep all those, because attacks are worth 8 block right now. I play Slay the Spire quite often. I don't stream it very often. This is, I think, my first time streaming it. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do about the artifacts, so let's go ahead and... What? If what doesn't do much? True? One-time attack, oh well. I think this might be the best I've ever done against the heart. The rest of it looks good. It doesn't... I mean... They're just attacks. Like... I cannot use the tox, but what does that get us? I mean, it's just an attack to use. Oh, so we don't draw, but if we're drawing something we're not using. That doesn't seem good. Oh, you mean in this particular turn I could understand. here. I don't understand if people are suggesting to do this now or not. I don't know. I'm just playing it. I can't sort it all out. I'm just gonna play it. All right. Casual 72 damage coming at us. I guess it does. It is 8 block, so I'll keep that. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is what was it? Tim Nose who was talking about flying sleeves being double, so it'll be 16 block, which is nice, and doing a boatload of damage here, and we get to go back into vigilance, so that's nice too. Twice we get to go back into vigilance. Well, 54 is pretty good block against 72. Come on. I'm so close. Yeah, we'll keep that. It'd be so sweet if I managed to defeat this thing for the first time with you all. It'd be great. I'm not gonna be heartbroken if we still don't get there, but I'm excited. This is about as close as I've come, but it's about to get real tough from here too. Boy, oh boy. First time ever. I've never. Well, it's the way I played it. Now that you've all experienced, I can explain this a little better. This whole system didn't exist until the 3rd character exists. The game launched with 2 characters, and I beat the game with the 2 characters it launched with, and then I started playing a mode that didn't advance everything. Then they introduced this whole thing, and I didn't even know about it. And then, like, 2 years later, I found out that this was the thing, and I came back and did it. That's why, like, I love this game and play it a ton, and the reason I've never beaten the heart is because of the sequencing in which I played it. Come on. This is it. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna do it. Yes. Am I gonna get there? Am I dead? I might just be dead. We'll see. A couple more turns, but I might not have it. Am I just dead? I don't want to be dead, everybody. I want to beat the heart. Why can't I beat the heart once? Let's find out if I'm dead or not. Oh, God. Yeah, math is definitely for blockers. All we can do is cast our stuff and hope. Yeah, we're dead! Ah! Alright, I said I wouldn't be heartbroken. That was pretty heartbroken. Slay the Spire, folks. Slay the Spire. Oh my god, 1 turn. 1 turn more and we had it. As close as I've come, everybody. Close as I've come. Yeah, we just missed it. Just missed sliding in a couple more talk to the hands there. All right, that was fun though. This is what I'm trying though. This is my life with Slay the Spire. Let's see if I look at my Steam numbers. It says, here's the trouble with Steam play hours. Like I leave stuff logged on and then go away, and so then I my hours played are lying. But for what it's worth, my Steam Slay the Spire hours played is 844. So 844 hours this has been at least open on my screen. All right, that was fun. Played a little extra long today and gave myself an excuse to try something new. Should I run Ironclad to beat the Heart? I feel like I think the Watcher is so good. It feels like the Watcher is just OP, and it feels like it would be Ironclad or Watcher that would be the best to beat the Heart with. I'm not sure. Let me go to soapbox mode though. Maybe I'll throw this up on YouTube. Who knows? Maybe people want to watch me play Slay the Spire on YouTube. No problem. I had fun. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you come back around tomorrow, and we'll be back at 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow for some normal old Magic the Gathering arena drafts. And hi, Mensch. And don't worry, True, we'll be back to Magic tomorrow. All right. Who are we rating? Bye, YouTube.